So we are here with Meher, and this is our first time meeting for her 7-day trial for our mastermind. Meher, what was your experience like for our conversation?
Okay, thank you so much for having the session with me, Bogdan. And I have to begin by saying that when I came to this session, I had a totally different mindset. Like I would be, walking into any of the coaching sessions that you can have with any of the coaches out there. I'll be honest. But I am so surprised, like very pleasantly, that what you have offered me after listening to the journey that I've had during the last few months, what you have offered me is, I think, the exact solution that I was looking for, and then probably my business needs, my coaching model needs, because I'm a grief coach, and my niche is totally different. My target market is totally different, and whatever I present to these people, whatever I take to these people, I really have to be considerate about their emotional capacity and the place where are
Mhm.
at they are at with their grief. So I really have to be watchful of that. And none of the
I
people
love
that
I
talk to
love how
me.
you're being so professional all of a sudden. Like we before we started the the recording, you're like, okay, this is what yeah. And now you're like, okay, the camera is on.
Yeah, having made a bunch of videos now and a couple of reels, I can do that.
So yeah, there we go. This is you. It's the real you.
I
I
can
love it.
do that. Well, some experience of making reels has led me to this point that I can be very professional and all, tip
No,
top.
bring this version of you on camera when you're making your
Okay,
reel.
okay,
It's extremely charming.
okay.
Um, so what was some of the advice that you got from like previous coaches about your niche around helping people, deal
It's
with grief, dealing with loss?
you know, it's very contrasting.
Hmm.
And in the end, when I used to leave those meetings, I was clear that I am the only one who has to find the direction. These people they're not getting it. Only one other
Mhm.
coach. One other coach is, I really admire him, what he does. And he said, when he listened to my story, and this was, I think, 3 or 4 months ago, and
Mhm.
he's from UK, and he said that, listening to what I had to say, my whole story, and he said that, if you feel like you have to be there and yeah, one other thing, like I mentioned, that I have my husband's business also, and I'm doing that also on the side. And this is
Mhm.
something that this is kind of I would say, a calling or a passion project
Yeah.
that I really wanted to go on.
Mhm.
And and he said that if you're so enthusiastic and passionate about helping people, just go and help people. Don't
Yeah.
think that you have to become such a big coach, and you have to earn so and so $1,000. And I said, all that will come. Just focus
Yeah.
on helping people. And if you feel like making videos, go on and make videos. If you feel like,
Mhm.
just helping people and having one-on-one sessions, go on and do that. Just do whatever makes you be helpful
Yeah.
to them.
Just
Only one
follow
coach,
your
only one coach said this. All
follow
of the
your
others
excitement.
try to send me these, so, oh, you have to have a one coach. I mean, I wouldn't say that I started fighting with him, but at a point I stopped. He said, you should launch a group program and a coaching program. I said, I mean, how am I going to guarantee people that after 3 months you'll be out of your grief? I mean, how am I going to convince them of this? He said, no, 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 that's the most effective way. Forget one on one, forget. And I said, see, for me, one on one is the space, the digital space where I'm going to gauge that person's situation, where he's at. Maybe he doesn't need me. Maybe he needs a psychiatrist. He needs a therapist. So
Yeah.
that is a space. That is a place where I'm going to interact with that person for the first time, and then I'm going to come to the conclusion that, do they need coaching, or what, how things should go on from that point onwards. So
Right.
these are the kind of experiences that I have had.
I I had the same experience, when I started out. It's like, no, just follow the system, follow the system. It works. It doesn't
Yeah,
work. Your system is not like it's like trying to wear a one size fits all suit. You just look and
exactly.
feel stupid,
Exactly.
right? So
Exactly.
what do you feel was different about our conversation today?
First off, you listened. I mean, after talking to no, 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 no. Yeah, you have to believe me when I say after
No,
talking
I
to so
believe you.
many so many coaches, I can say that you were actually listening when I was talking. This was the first thing that I noticed about you.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe some people will say do outreach or do marketing or do ads.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
that's stupid. Like
Have a
for your
website, have
offer,
this, have that, post so many reels, post so many statics, post do this, do that, the
no,
Facebook, Instagram,
no.
this, that. Yeah.
So for your offer, people need to be searching online. Like that's what I said. Like your best spot is YouTube and making like search-based content, like how to deal with grief, like what to do when losing a loved one. Have people come to you. They need to spend time with you. They need to trust you. And then when they feel the time is right, they will come to you, right? Because that's the nature of your offer, right? It's like it needs to
Where have
be
you been all this
it
time?
do
Where
in
have
your
you been
offer,
all
right?
this time?
So,
Sorry, I
I
interrupted.
mean,
When I was going through grief, this is what I used to do. I used to go, like, at nighttime, I had my phone with me, and I used to go online and search how to deal with grief,
yeah,
how to cope with grief. And then somehow I
exactly.
used to get to one of these videos where I used to watch the whole video, just sit patiently and watch the whole video and feel better. Feel better that, oh, at least there's someone else out there who is going through a similar thing as me. And then one other thing that I did was I started reaching for online communities,
Yeah.
and I found one. I found one. She was also starting new at that time. I was like one of the
Mhm.
first few who joined her Facebook group, and she's based in Canada. And I have seen her become a grief coach,
Hmm.
it wouldn't be wrong if I say that I have taken some inspiration from her. Although her model is like kind of different because one of her children was born after her husband's death, so she is more focused on widows with young children.
Yeah.
So that's
So
her niche.
something else that might work for you is from your YouTube sending people to your Facebook group. I noticed you have one. And
Yeah,
also if you are already on groups, Facebook groups around grief,
yeah, I
I would
am.
just gently add these people to your friends list, right? Like just
Okay.
add them to you. Don't message them,
Okay.
right? Like
Okay, you're
don't
right.
send them any
It's a
DMs.
great idea.
But just like make some posts around grief that are genuine to you without wanting to sell anything. Like don't
Okay.
sell
Okay.
nothing. Don't even talk about your coaching, right? Just talk about what helped you and what's like the real thing behind what you did and what yeah, what made a difference for you. They will naturally come to you and they will naturally ask you for help. But you can say, let's say, not sell anything, but just say, hi, I created this community for people going through this. And then they warm up to the community, right? Maybe they work with you, maybe they don't, but they will find other people that they will get support from, right? So, like, I agree with that coach you mentioned, having that focus of making a difference first will yield better results than anything, especially for this, right? Because this is a very heart-centered service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
But
moment you
but a much
try to
needed
be
one. But a much needed one.
100%, yes, yes,
You know, again, I don't know, you have to believe me when I say that what you just said right now has been the idea in my mind. That,
there
when
you go.
I've had coaches tell me, where is the CDA? Where is your offer? How much are you charging? Where is that? Where is that? Aren't you posting about that? And I used to think that, I should be talking about exactly the post that you said, that, about grief, how to deal with it. Because I used to relate and feel good when I saw similar posts. I
Exactly.
never was looking for, a call to action. Where's the click button? How do I talk to this person? I used to feel good when I found such material that used to tell me how I can, deal with my grief in a better way. So it's simply amazing. Whatever you were saying, this idea has been the idea in my mind all along. When people
Yeah.
have been telling, the coaches have been telling me, where's your call to action? Where's your offer? Where's your this, that, people need to be able to reach out to you. Your offer should be there, like right in your face.
Yeah, it's like there should be some sort of call to action, but it needs to be very gentle, you know?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
scarcity and urgency won't work for you.
You just mentioned a term, when they're ready. So I
Yeah.
have to bring them to the point when they're ready.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do
Okay.
anything. It's just about
Okay.
trusting that they will come to you when they're ready.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
And they
Exactly.
will, right? There's no
Exactly.
have to in your business in this current.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Oh my God. This is so true. And I can't tell you how happy I'm feeling hearing all this. Wow.
Beautiful. I'm happy about it too.